Alright guys, I know it's been a couple weeks since I posted the first video what I was doing here. I picked up the 30-06 if you didn't see the video there. I had a lot of questions about cutting it down. It's a model Remington model 7600, and I had a lot of questions about getting it cut down. Kind of wanted to do it myself. I dropped it off at the gunsmith. I left it there. They had a scope on it. So long story short, I went up, picked it up before they worked on it. Figured I'd try it myself. Not really worried about hurting it. It's something I always wanted to do. I couldn't find a carbine, so I found a rifle. I figured I'd cut her off. Got a cut. Came with a 22-inch barrel, and I wanted to cut her down to 18. So what I did was pretty simple, really. I had a lot of questions about it, so I'll just give you a rough idea of what I did. If you have questions, you can let me know, and I can try to answer them for you. So what we got is, it had the 22-inch barrel. It came with a scope on it. So I measured it up 18 inches. I just took a hacksaw, cut it off at 18. Took just a common square and squared it up with a file. The end of it, I had it in a vise, put a square on it both ways, filed it, squared it, filed it till I got it right. Put some kind of smoothed it off with some emery cloth. I took a drill with a bit that was a little bit bigger than the caliper there, 30 caliber, and I drilled it to bevel the inside of the barrel, the rifling, to kind of crown it some. And then I took, show you what I got here in my little box here. So there's a piece of the barrel that I cut off. See where the sights were on the front. I took a screw. It's like a cone-headed machine screw, and I put some lapping compound on there, some grinding compound, valve compound, 220 grit. Put it in a drill. You know, I ran it in there slowly, just working it around and around, and it did a good job. See if I can get a little bit better picture of that. It did a good job on getting that crowned for me. Like I said, I wasn't worried about getting everything perfect, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money doing it. I took a file and took the burrs off the edge, and when I was done with that, I took some, I picked up some plum brown barrel finish. I keep them in the bags because it is an acid. And I did like the instructions said. I heated the barrel up, put it on there with a cotton swab there, and did a good job. It browned it up nice, and I took some bluing over it, and that should work for me. Then I ordered the Williams peep sight for it. It does have the insert in it right now. I'm gonna shoot it, see how it shoots, and then I can take that out. So we hunt up in Maine quite a bit, Maine, New York, Adirondacks, and I always use the 30-30 Winchester Model 94, and it's kind of something I've always wanted to do as far as that, a brush gun. So as far as tapping the holes for the drill there, for the front sight, I put it in when it still had the rear sight on it. I just put it in a vise. I took a small level, laid it across the back of the sight, leveled it up real good, clamped her down, and I took the same level and a small flat file up here on the front. And when I laid the level on the flat file, and when it was level, I just scored a little tiny line on the top, just to give me a line so I knew where top dead center was on that. The barrel. I took my measurements with a micrometer, and I took a center drill This one here is actually a D1, it says. I took a center drill and pre-drilled those to the right depth for the screws that were the same depth as the old one. And then I took, these are 648 screws that were in it. So I had to get a tap, and it takes a number 31 drill bit, and I got a tap, high carbon tap there, and had to use a bottom tap those holes out all the way, and remounted the sight, put a little thread locker on it, and just kind of oiled her up, cleaned her up. I had the barrel off, so I cleaned the inside real good while I had it all apart. Like I said, I put the Williams on there, and I do got to get some plugs for the holes in the barrel where the sight was and where the scope was, because this one had a scope on it that I took off, and I do not want a scope on my gun when I'm hunting in thick cover. It does have the Monte Carlo stock, so we'll just have to see how that works out with the peep. When I throw it up, everything lines up real good. So we're gonna shoot her here a few times and see what happens. We're at 50 yards, same spot we shot before, and it's got a piece of cardboard down there, some bottles with some water in it, and we're gonna shoot the cardboard first there and see what we can get into. See what it does. I haven't adjusted the Williams. It's the peep sight. It's still like it was, and so I had a little bit of a question on, was the front sight too high or too low for the peep sight. So we're going to see how it shoots, and then I can go from there as far as what I have to adjust. So say we throw a few rounds through it. Like I said once before, shooting 150 grain core locks. It's just what we've always shot. I'm not partial to one or the other really. As long as they fly straight. I am more about functionability than appearance. I like it to be nice. I don't want it to be rusty, but as long as that thing works, I don't mind trying it myself. I'm not afraid to hurt it. So we're gonna shoot it here and see what happens. Stand by. I got a bucket here. It's gonna hold my camera. See if we can't make that work for us. That's zoomed all the way in, so we'll give her a go here and see what we can get into. I got nothing, I got no bench or nothing, so I'm just gonna hold it up against a rake handle and see what she's got. I don't have a bench in the woods anyhow, so I like to keep it simple. We'll see where they landed before we do anything else with it. See what we got. Like I said, it's first time shooting it after cutting her down. So like I said, no bench, just let her rip. Not bad, I would say. 50 yards. Pretty much centered, just about 8 inches high there, 6 inches. I'd say that's not bad at all, just for not even adjusting anything. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. We'll do a little adjustments on that sight. Maybe we'll move her back to 100 yards and see what it's got after that. Just get back with you.